guys, welcome back to my channel. Well, you know what, I will be back. Let me grab a drink because I need to explain myself, don't I? One moment. Hi guys, so I am back. So I have got my drink now with me. And a nice lolly, because why not? Anyways, let's put that to the side and let's get started. So today's video, I don't want to make it that long, but it is a bit long because it is a chatty one. Okay, so yeah, first of all, I know I said every Monday and I failed, and it's now, I think this is the 3rd week. But actually, technically I've only missed 2 weeks. Anyways, I'm here and let's get started. So today's video is basically going to be about tips about uni. Yeah. So initially I was supposed to plan this video, like, you know, have a little book, have my little notes. But then I thought, you know, let me not plan it. Let me just really just speak from the heart. I really just want to pour my heart out. Okay, so I just want to give, like, I just want to talk about uni, basically. Just want to give some tips to you about uni. Okay, so if you're planning to go to uni, these are some of the things that you need to just, like, they're just my tips to you, basically, my experience at uni. So basically I commuted to uni. My whole uni life I commuted. So that means I travelled back and forth to uni. And first tip that I would say is, I know it could be a little hard because you're commuting, and sometimes the commute, usually, because uni's on, I mean, it depends. If you're in the same city as your uni, most likely not, you're not going to have the time. But one tip, the first tip, is literally have so much fun and join clubs. Like, who the fuck cares if you get home at 12? It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. Do you know what I mean? Do your work on the spare time that you have at uni, and then go to your little little socials. Do you know what I mean? So the first tip is have fun and get involved. Yeah, let's make it get involved. First tip number 1, get involved. So get involved, like literally get involved, because when you're commuting you're already an outsider, because 99.9999% of people at uni will be living at uni. They'll be staying in campus and most of them will know each other, so you would already feel like an outcaster before you even get started, because they don't know you, they haven't seen you in like the first little freshers like events and shit, because you don't live in campus. So that's the first tip, is pardon me, get involved. So join different clubs. If you like basketball, if you like dancing, there's so many. That's the thing about uni, it's literally like, it's basically like, you know, all those little activities that you wish that maybe your parents joined you up for. Like, for example, like when you were younger, and then you get like little Chloe joining ballerina, but then your parents couldn't afford it because it was so damn expensive, like £56 a lesson or something, and you didn't get to go. At uni, you go for like £2. You're part of a society, I don't know, maybe ballet class, society, you pay £2. Do you know what I mean, per session? So that's your chance. So any of those that you missed out, that you really thought that you would, you know, you wanted to go to, that's your chance. Those 3 years, make it the best years of your life. So yeah, get involved. And if you think you're gonna get home late or whatever, just speak to your parents, innit? Like, at the end of the day, it's uni, who the fuck cares? So just do you boo. Tip number 2. This is just like a normal general life tip, right? So I'm like, if there could be an award for procrastination, then I would get it. Like, honestly, I would get it. And people won't believe me. People will be like, but Halima, you look quite organised. You seem quite new. My friends would second this. The ones that my uni mates will second this. Because I am so unorganised. I get bored easily. I'm very lazy. Like, I don't know how I got through uni. I'm lazy, I procrastinate, but the tip is here: get started. Even if you're writing one word on a page, start with that one word, because when you get back, that's one less of a word. Do you know what I mean? Like, just get started in anything. You got an assignment, you're on the bus way back home, get started. Write a sentence, because the next time you come back to it, you'd be like, oh, actually, when I was thinking, and you just, you know, you've already started, you're there, you just got to finish the rest of it now. That's it. But when you don't get started, you're going to be there, you're like, oh, I'm wasting another hour thinking about it, when if I had wasted that hour thinking about it later on when I had nothing to do, I wouldn't be in this situation. Get started. Tip number 3. What could tip number 3 be? Tip number 3 is, I mean, it's entirely up to you, and I guess it depends on the situation, but I would honestly, if someone's uni was in London, for example, London is an easy place to get to from, it's an easy place to get to no matter where you're from, really, because it's like central, isn't it? It's like London, so it's easy to commute to no matter where you're coming from. It could be a little bit pricey depending on where you're coming from, but in most places it's all right. Do you know what I mean? So tip number are we on tip number 3? Yeah, we are. Tip number 3, if you don't live that far and it probably would save you more money, trust me, just commute. It's actually like alright, do you know what I mean? It's still, you still get to live the uni experience, and like I said, nothing's stopping you from joining societies, nothing's stopping you from doing socials. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not like you're out socials every day. I know some people do that when they go to uni, but you know, let's be sensible. Yeah, so like, if you can, commute, because it's going to save you a lot of money. I'm not even going to lie. Look, what I've got on my saving is not a lot, but it's literally, if I didn't have that in my savings, well, tis. I wouldn't be doing what I'm about to do in a few weeks' time, which we'll come to when it gets to that time. But yeah, so if you could commute, because it's gonna save you buck. Let's hustle. Student finance are finessing us out here. They're finessing, they're out here finessing us, so why not finesse them? Do you know what I mean? Take the full amount of student loan, forget it. Even if your dad's a millionaire, forget it. Take the full amount of student loan, because it's yours. You're right. Yeah. Take the full amount and save that shit, because when you come out of uni, you don't want to be broke. Do you know what I mean? You don't want to be like broke. You don't want to be homeless. So take the full amount and use that to the best of your advantage, love. My next point is a little bit joint with the, so that's, what's it, tip number 4. So this tip over here is basically, it's linked to the other one, getting involved. So, but this one is more academic side. By this I mean, you should, if you've got, say for example, in the summer for example, you know, first year or second year, before you get to your third year, because third year could be a bit stressful, even second year could be a bit stressful, so I would probably advise you first year, you know, work hard, get your grades in that, but when it gets to the summer, do something that's, you know, relevant to your academic studies. So whatever subject that you're doing, do something that relates to that. If you're doing like a graphics course, whatever, you can get interns. There's interns for different kind of like subject courses out there. You can like volunteer, like anything that's going to help you add a little something on your CV, because on your CVs, that's what sticks out to like future employers. That's what makes you different. Everyone can have a 2-1. Do you know what I mean? Everyone could have a first, well, not everyone, only the smart kids, but you know what I mean. Like, there's so many people with first degrees, but not everyone puts on their degree that I volunteered here and here and here to do this and this and this. You know, that's showing like proactiveness. That's showing that you didn't have to do that because it's not part of your curriculum, but you still did that. Why did you do that? Because you smart. That's the tip number 4, is go out there and get yourself some work experience, because that's going to help you out when you finish uni. Trust me. Yeah, get like literally go out, volunteer, do different stuff out there, get an internship, if it's paid, not paid, apply for work experience. And you know how easy it is, guys. I can't even tell you how easy. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like me to do like some tips in getting work experience, because I did a whole module my final year of getting work experience, and I think at first when I was doing it I wasn't understanding. I was like, why do I have to go out and find my own work? Now I understand, because now if I really wanted to go out there and find like work, I could. Like it's that simple. It's very simple once you get started. That's what I mean about just like diving into it. Don't be scared to apply for work experience, especially unpaid. You'd be surprised by how many people will take you on, especially if you say unpaid. Everyone wants free assistance. Everyone wants a free hand. So if you email people from different like organizations saying, I just want unpaid experience, I just want to experience it, because even that, because in a lot of applications, like I at the moment I'm in the midst of applying for different jobs and stuff within my field, or the field that I want to go into. So a lot of job applications I come across, they don't even ask for like I mean they do ask for previous work, but there's always a section for experience. And basically, even if you've never had a job, like a proper job with paid salary, if you had experience unpaid, they would look at that just as much as they would the paid job, because technically you're still working, whether it's paid unpaid, it's still work. So I would say get yourself experience. That's like a major tip. Tip number 5. I would say tip number 5, this is if you're well, I guess this is if you're planning to go to uni, but this is when you're planning to go to uni. So you're just like in the thought of like, oh, I want to go to uni, but you haven't chosen your subject and stuff like that. So this tip number 5 is basically choose a subject that you generally love. Don't go to uni to do your mum's subject. Don't go to uni to do your dad's subject. At the end of the day, they're not going to be the ones sitting those exams for you. Do you know what I mean? They're not going to be there in the exam hall doing your exams for you. So you pick a subject that you want to do, and like, yeah, pick a subject that you like. And even if there's nothing that you want to go to uni, but then you're thinking, I'm not really that academic, and there's nothing that I'm really like good at, or maybe that interested about, just like take a time out and be like, which one do I like the most? Which one could I maybe go into, and maybe there could be something that will spark my interest along the way. Don't pick a subject because other people have said, oh, you should do that, do you know what I mean? You need to do that because that will get you the job. Listen, it's all about your personality. That's what I believe anyway. Like I said, nowadays, unfortunately, the world that we live in is not what we know. Repeat after me, kid. It's who you know. So you know, it's a hard world we live in. It's a hard life for us. It's a hard life, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. So yeah, go uni and do the subject that you want to do, love, enjoy, think that you could cope with for 3 years, because it's 3 years, guys. It's 3 fucking years, and they're just coming fast. So you know, you've got to pick well. You've got to decide well. Okay, all right. So yeah, because you can easily have a degree, but it's what you do with that degree is gonna be the one that's what you do with the degree is the determinant of how far you're gonna get in life. So yeah, so it doesn't really matter. Don't listen to people if they say you're going in to do art, and maybe art is not really the most favoured in your culture or whatever. Who the fuck cares? What you want to do is what you enjoy, and as long as you're very clear, like, not very clear, or maybe you have ideas, you know what I mean, of you have insight, like, if I do this degree, my dream is to become this person, and this and this and this, and this is what I'm going to do my degree after. When I gain this knowledge, I'm going to take it and use it this way. Now that kids, is what's going to set you apart. What else? I'm pretty sure there's so many. I bet you after I finish filming I'm going to be like, oh, that's deep. Oh yeah, this is a good tip, and I wish I'd done this more because Oxford was an amazing city. The tip is discover the city where your university is, because most, in England anyway, the universities are in prominent, very touristy cities. So like, for example, you've got like Cambridge. It's in Cambridge, it's quite historical. discover the city that you're in, because if you spend 3 years of your life in a city, like in a town where your university is, and you don't get to explore it, you go back after 3 years wherever you've come from, or to a different place, afterwards you're going to be like, why didn't I explore that place? Why didn't I get to know that place inside out? 3 years, that's enough for me to know it inside out, know all the little hotspots. So like, if anything happened, like say if you had to go back there, if maybe you got a job there, you would know the place, you know what I mean? And it's also nice to discover a new city. So that's what I would say. That's tip number, was that 6 or 5? I can't remember. 6, let's say 6. Tip number 6, yeah, discover the city where your university is. So if you're in London and you've not, you've come from outside of London, discover London. London is amazing. So you know that itself, it'd be amazing. If you're in Bath is so different. So for example, if you live in London and you go to Bath, discover Bath. Do you know what I mean? There's all these different cities where the new universities are. Discover them. I was in Oxford. I wish, that's why I'm telling you this, guys, because that's me. I didn't really discover Oxford that much. I mean, obviously I know the main little spots, but I wish I'd eaten more. I'd gone to I'm just a food whore, guys, but I'm thinking about all the food places that I forgot to like try in Oxford that I wish I had tried. It's killing me now. Like, I feel like I need to go and spend at least another year in Oxford. Who knows? But just so I can try the food, do you know what I mean? Like, I'll give you one more tip. When you go to uni, it's not like school. It's so big. You're not restricted to one little class. Like at school, you could remember the whole years, everyone in your year, you would know their name. Do you know what I mean? But when you're at uni, you're in a lecture. Sometimes that lecture is filled with 500 students, some of which are scattered in different courses. So some of them may not even do the same courses as you, but get to know different people. And I would say be open-minded with friendship. And even if you did join a group that you didn't like, it's not like it'd be like, oh shit, but if I see them next time, I've got to say hi to them. Like in school, where it's like, I didn't like that person, but like they're my year, when I see them every day, whatever. Just, who the fuck cares? Be friends with them. If you think it's not popping, the friendship is not pop pop pop, then you gotta go, you know. You're gonna be like, see you later. And when you see them, you could just be like, because this is uni, and who the fuck cares? And there's like over 1,000 students, and who cares? Like 100,000 students, like, do you know what I mean? You're gonna bump into loads of different people. So like, make sure you're open to different friendships. I don't want to drag this video on, so that is me for today. I hope you liked this video. If you did like it, give it a thumbs up. Yeah, so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Press the like. Subscribe to my channel. Press the little sorry. No, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you still want to see my face. Yeah, and I will see you guys in my next video. So from next week I'm starting my charity channel, which is going to be Charity Tuesdays. And from now on there'll be 2 videos. There'll be one on Monday, which will be like my daily like tips, or which will be my weekly like tips, like videos like this, or maybe there'll be like fashion ones, because you know, as you know, I am into fashion and stuff like that. Or yeah, basically this channel is just going to be a free channel where I'm just going to post whatever I feel like needs to be talked about. Yeah, so that's that. But anyway, thanks for watching. Love you. Oh. Okay. Smile. Okay, let's